Hi, happy springtime. April 1st, but you're no fool because you're back listening to another video on abundance. Welcome back. This is the last of the first third of 2015 on the topic of abundance. In January, we discussed a little bit about what your personal idea of abundance is. And in February, we explored the communication of abundance. The words that we use, the thoughts that we think, the feelings we experience, and how that transmits a vibration, and what comes back is what our belief system is. So that was really significant. And then last month in March, we took it a step further and we talked a little bit about what the societal norms are and how goals are so focused in our society, but that process is really where it's all at. That the process of experiencing our joy while we're co-creating whatever it is that we want in our lives, that is the nook and the cranny of everything that we want to experience. Today, it's going to be the mindset of abundance. What our earth would look like if we all personally practiced to the nth degree an abundant mindset. And this is the direction we're going in. We are all capable of doing this. I have no doubt. So what would the world look like? I'm going to ask that we do this through a guided imagery. And I'm going to take you on a little journey. And in order to do that, I would like for you to find yourself in a comfortable place, either lying down or sitting up, and put both feet on the ground. If you're sitting up, both your hands uncrossed, and allow your vision to go soft. Allow your eyes to close, and I'm going to take you on a little journey. Take a deep breath in and release. Inhale and exhale. Imagine a world full of abundance. What would it look like? Come fly with me and let's take a ride around the planet and see what we see. I will lead you on an adventure to see what this beautiful earth might look like. We start off flying from the northeast portion of the United States, heading up towards Maine, over the rural section of New York, through the Berkshires, and we see boundless forests full of spruce trees and other types of vegetation growing limitlessly. Once we hit Maine, we head out to sea as we cross the Atlantic Ocean. We look down with our Hyper 2020 vision, and we see schools of fish, some of which are pods of porpoises jumping in and out of the water playfully, whales spouting water from their blowholes, and the sheen from the swordfish fins gleaming as the sunlight casts a rainbow, and it's reflected in the water that is absolutely breathtaking. You fly through the air and clouds separate as you move at the speed of light. You arrive at the continent of Europe. The artistic architecture is something that a well of appreciation mounts within you, and your whole body feels exhilarated
by the cobblestone streets and the ancient bridges, the history, the castles, the countryside. You hear the distant chiming of church bells. You feel a well of appreciation. As you continue over Europe and you head up towards the Middle East, you see the camels traveling sure-footedly across the sand and watch the wind gather and lift the sand off the dunes like a vortex into the air. You witness people sitting and talking in cafes, men and women together, sharing ideas and philosophies on their magnificent civilization and enjoying the history that they co-created together. They are designing a peaceful course, full of equanimity and expansiveness for a boundless future. You take a right and head down towards the continent of Africa, where you see thatched roofs and people working in harmonious tribal communities as the irrigation system brings plentiful water to their towns. People are prospering and nutrition is abundant. Children are smiling and parents have a look of serenity on their faces. There's such a general sense of well-being. As you head up towards the Far East, you notice the air is clear and the energy is drawn from solar and other sustainable resources. People are experiencing the prosperity that they so desire on every personal level. The spirituality of Eastern practices has permeated the entire globe in a variety of manners. You continue your flight around the globe. Now it's time to allow your imagination to go wild. Add your own ideas, your own sensations, your own images of an abundant universe and what it would look like. Don't hold back. Fly into the galaxies. Swing on a star. Circle whatever planetary constellation you desire. Know that anything is possible. Take a moment. Be with this experience. Know that you can revisit this experience and that your imagination is sending significant energy out for the benefit of the whole. That you enjoy your role in this co-created universe based on love, freedom, and abundance.
This guided imagery it's like a kickstart, and it can show you what your imagination can produce in helping you to create whatever it is that you want in your life. And as you create what you want in your life, you will help another and another and another, and then the whole entire earth and the universe will transform itself. I'm going to give you a little example of how I utilize this, because the fact that I practice guided imagery and use my imagination on a daily basis, it helps me when I run into a difficult, challenging earth situation. So for example, about a month ago, I got food poisoning, and I never had food poisoning before, and let it be said that I spent the entire evening in the bathroom. There was a moment when I looked in the mirror and there was a reflection looking back at me saying, you are more than your body, that you are so much more than the flesh and the bones that you believe yourself to be on a daily basis. Now, I already buy into this stuff, but practicing statements like, I like the idea that my body is going to reharmonize itself within a matter of hours and I'm going to be feeling better before I even know it, really, really helped in that time. I said a lot of things like, I like the idea that the cells of my body communicate to one another and they cooperatively support the whole of my being. I like the idea that the DNA in my cells have an intelligence to them, and they work together to reharmonize and balance my body. Those statements really, really helped me to get away from the moment of what I was actually experiencing, and know that there's a better place for me to be in. So I don't know if that helped or not, but I use statements like that a lot. Sometimes I will use the phrase, I like the idea, before the statement I'm going to say, because when you make a statement, you really want it to be authentic. You really want to buy into it, and you want your vibration to come up to that level. But sometimes if we make a statement like, I don't know, I am patient, and we know that you're not really feeling it, that you're not really patient, that if you add the phrase, I like the idea of experiencing myself as patient, it soothes it and you're able to get up to speed with that. So try using that phrase before all of your affirmations. It might help a little bit, and well, it definitely will help a little bit, and it will help more and more and more. So again, have fun with this, and we're going to go on to a different topic next month, but thanks for joining me again and again and again.